Hello, I'm Sharon Blanchard, and on behalf of my husband, of my husband Bob and myself, I'd like to welcome you to a very special day in our lives. Today we're celebrating the Little Everglades Ranch being preserved forever.
I want to tell you just a little bit about the ranch. We have a cattle operation here, a cow-calf program, about 300 cows, I think, the last count. We raise some horses. We have 2 or 3 baby horses a year. The last count, we had 13 chickens. That perhaps is the most profitable portion of our operation. So it is my pleasure to introduce Heidi McCree, who is the chairman of the Swift Mud Board, a very talented lady, and she, somewhat like Sharon, has a great deal of enthusiasm and authority.
What a glorious day this is for this momentous celebration, and I think we ought to thank the Blanchards for a hospitable, delicious, wonderful breakfast, and we're just so happy to be here. To be within the Water Management District, there's so many ways and means that we can pursue protection and management of our water resources and our natural environment, but one of the most rewarding programs we have, and one of the most awesome responsibilities, if you will, is that those of us in the Water Management District are entrusted with the expenditure of public resources through those precious Florida Forever funds. And it's just a very rewarding and fulfilling opportunity to be in a position to make that decision and to serve in our little role as land stewards while we're here in this place on this earth. And I think what we've been able to accomplish here today in partnership with the Blanchards really is a win-win, not only for us in this current generation, for all of those generations to come. This land is never going to change, and it's thanks to the commitment of the Blanchards to come and do business with the Water Management District. By virtue of the Blanchards' commitment, we have been able to add to and continue to enhance wildlife corridor, natural protection, of course our water resource protection this is just a critical area for water resource protection in the district. So again, this conservation easement, very creative land conservation option and tool, and we applaud the Blanchards for stepping forward and working with the district, because we want to highlight the use of conservation easements.
Now, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce Vicki Schinkel, who is chairman, president, ringneck dog. Well, it tells you about her in here. If you look in the program, it says, in addition to all those things that I named, she's the executive director of the Nature's Conservancy of Florida, and a well-known person in Tallahassee, and has been for a number of years. A delightful dinner companion. Vicki, you're on.
I particularly want to thank the Blanchards for allowing me to come and speak at this terrifically wonderful day, and the Southwest Florida Water Management District, colleagues of mine from the past, and good partners in conservation. When I was flying in yesterday from Tallahassee, I was looking at all the sparkling lakes and some pastures that were also sparkling with water, and reminded again, although it was a cliche at one time, how linked water and land and water are in Florida. There's no way to separate them. Conservation easements are one of the most powerful tools for conservation. It is because it is not done by the government in the name of the people, one removed. It is done directly by the people themselves. The Nature Conservancy has always prided itself on relationships with private donors and private landowners. Over the last 25 years, Nature Conservancy, through conservation easement, has helped to protect landowners with their desires, their voluntary desires and generosity, over 3 million acres in the United States of America. 2 million of those acres are conservation easements either bought by private donor money by the Nature Conservancy, or in fact they were donated by the owners. 1 million are working with partners such as the Southwest Florida Water Management District, and I give the district a lot of credit because they've been pioneers in this.
I want to introduce is Pat Weaver, and Pat has been doing the art that you saw out front. She's also done our dogs, and their portraits hang in our home in Tampa. She tried to sell me on the idea of doing a portrait of me. And then I asked her what it was going to look like. She said, you. And I said, it's no deal. But she is an internationally known artist who resides right here in Dade City community. And along with Pat, we'd like to ask Chairman Heidi, Jerry Rice, I don't think Janet Kovac made it, did she? Dave Moore and Fritz Musselman to come up to the front if Fritz hadn't left.
I've done quite a few paintings for Sharon and Bob, and they along with I would like to present the Southwest Florida Water Management District a painting, original transparent watercolor for them. This scene is just northeast up here and just a little bit south of the steeplechase ground. So thank you so much. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to say a few words. Pat, we greatly appreciate you're giving us such a great piece of art. And we thank you for your passion for the environment and your ability with your artistic talent to share it with so many. There's a very prominent place in our governing board room where we'll be hanging this painting, and it'll be just a constant reminder of the importance of these type of lands throughout the 16-county area. I also want to thank Bob and Sharon Blanchard for working with Fritz Musselman and his staff in making all of this happen. It is truly an amazing piece of land that will be preserved for generations to come.
We are going to offer you, those of you who would like to participate, a tour of the ranch. We have a couple new modern buses sitting over here. They're air conditioned and heated by nature. But we'll be glad to have those of you who would like to go. We'll be having a little tour guide around and a little travelogue on the way. And those of you who might want to cut off and drive your own vehicles, you're welcome to follow us. Should take maybe 20, 30 minutes. If you got an extra half an hour, why, come go with us. And if you don't have, why, we'll understand that. And we thank all of you for coming. Good day.